Imagine you're sitting in class. Your teacher's explaining the day's tasks in the most routine manner. Students are flipping through pages, going through books, doing all sorts of things. While you sit there and you're noticing things. What exactly are you noticing? You're noticing things that people often tend to overlook, such as the sparkle in your teacher's eyes as she takes in the hustle and bustle of the class, her positive energy, the way she's smiling, excited and ready to start the day. Now, how come nobody else noticed this? Why are you the only one? That's because you are an artist. Artists have the unique ability to read and interpret expressions with a lot of depth. Now, this isn't to say that others can't do the same, but artists who input their own emotions into their art find it easier to recognize that same emotion in other people. In an article called The Art of Empathy by the School of Art, Institute of Chicago, the author talks about how empathy is a tool of connection. Now, this is true because to be able to understand yourself, you first need to understand others, which allows you to empathize. The process of creation helps regulate thoughts and emotions, which helps you empathize easily with other people. There are many famous artists who are known for incorporating unique details in their art, such as Pablo Picasso, who's incorporated geometric shapes and patterns in his paintings. This is a painting he made in 1937. This is called The Weeping Woman. Notice his use of colors, the white in the middle, the way he incorporates and expresses excruciating pain through her face, the sorrow, despair, sadness. Similarly, Vincent van Gogh has his own way of expression through art. This is a painting he made, and it's called At Eternity's Gate. He captures isolation and grief through the way the man is huddled together. He's looking down, his hands are covering his face, the room's bare with a slight gray atmosphere, and he's completely helpless. He incorporates different strokes and colors to show how tired he is. Pale skin, exhausted, almost done. Now see, we've never met this man in real life, but we can see the pain that radiates off of him. And to some extent, we can feel it. Sometimes we can relate to it because we've all gone through something like this before. I myself am also an artist. I tend to incorporate little details, words, and a lot of expressions into my art. There's a lot of use of dark colors and emotions that stem from within me and I observe from the society around me. Now, expression isn't just restricted to paint on paper. It goes beyond. It includes movement, writing, music, all sorts of things. Poets like Faiz Ahmed Faiz, Parveen Shakir, as well as William Blake, all include freedom, happiness, grief, sadness, and self-growth in their writings. They incorporate so many emotions in their works about society and things that stem from within them, the grace of a ballerina, and the emotions of an actor. They all come from deep within, and they unite the hearts of the viewers and create a bridge of empathy. Now, some of you may be wondering, I'm not an artist, so how do I feel this empathy that comes with being one? Well, to be an artist, it takes time and practice. It's like learning to read and write as a child. You first learn the alphabets. From then you learn grammar, and then eventually you're able to create coherent sentences. You don't just fully go on. Just like that, art takes time and practice. I remember reading the book called The Dot by Peter Reynolds as a child. He wrote about how a simple dot can create extraordinary things. So as we come to an end, I encourage you to find ways to express yourself, not necessarily through paint on paper. It can be absolutely anything you desire. Experimentation and practice takes time, and eventually you'll be able to find an art style that really speaks to you. So our art tells stories about our fears, desires, needs, wants, every single thing. They show who we are, if not to the world, then to ourselves. So let's step into this path of creating empathy for ourselves and others. Let's create wonders from the emotions in our hearts. Thank you.